Hello and welcome back to Forever Rugby from wherever you tuned in the world. If you're tuned in South Africa, it's 7:30 South African Standard Time, and this the conclusion of Pool C. New Zealand kicking off this match from right to left up against Fiji, and it's all to play for New Zealand. They've got it all to do. Fiji, of course, can secure their passage with the victory. They don't want to leave it up to points difference. As New Zealand kick off and force Fiji to play from inside their own half. Is there a real opportunity here? The ball is thrown loose. It's gone over the dead ball line, and the All Blacks immediately have a serious attacking play 5 meters out from the Fijian line here. It was a deep kick into space over the head of Fiji, forced to play from deep, and the loose ball just not finding their man. And New Zealand will have an attacking play here. Can we see an early try from New Zealand and send Pool C into some delirium? France, of course, at the moment, at the top of the table with that victory. Fiji 2 out of 2 wins, but here on their own try line, perhaps in a position to concede here against New Zealand, but the All Blacks for the moment keep possession. Forced backwards, but still, more importantly, in possession. They hold on to the ball. Is there an opportunity with the step? Fiji defending for dear life here. Advantage, says the referee. It's going to be a penalty to New Zealand. So early pressure here from New Zealand. And as a result, because it's in the danger zone, Fiji will be forced to play without a man. So down to 6 for 2 minutes. New Zealand have a real advantage here now, calling for the scrum. They just want to secure the ball here at scrum time, because out wide there is some extra space now with that one man down from Fiji. 5 meters in from this left-hand touchline, 5 meters out from the Fijian try line. Here come New Zealand. Solid scrum. They just got to shift it now, New Zealand. There's a try. First try for New Zealand here. It's Leroy Carter who scores. And New Zealand do convert the pressure into points. Going underneath the sticks. And they've started this game just as they would have imagined and hoped for. We know the balance of a sevens game can swing at any time. But for the moment, it's in the favour of New Zealand via Leroy Carter. The All Blacks will take the restart. With just over 4.5 minutes to play, it's deep again. So you can see the tactics from New Zealand forcing Fiji to play from deep. Not opting for the contestable kick. But here come Fiji. The flying Fijians under all sorts of pressure here. The ball pops loose. New Zealand thought they were in for their second try, but knocked on. A slight knock on there at ruck time. And Fiji will have the put into the scrum, but 7 meters out from their own try line. Fiji have had precious little possession, and when they have had it, they've been right almost up against their own try line. Can they run into India and put themselves on the score sheet? Fiji look to play blind down this left-hand side, but the defense resolute from New Zealand. It's a loose ball. New Zealand come away with it. Fiji, of course, still a man down. Can New Zealand exploit it? They've gone backwards, but sometimes in sevens you've got to go back to go forward. Here's a real opportunity. New Zealand 1 meter out. There's a try! A quick snipe at the base of the ruck. McGarvey Black at the base of that ruck. 1 meter out. Quick thinking there from New Zealand. And they've scored their second try. Fiji have it all to do here. New Zealand putting on the world of pressure against the Flying Fijians in this first half. The All Blacks know the enormity of the situation. They put the conversion over. It's 14 points to 0. And all of a sudden, New Zealand, with this points advantage, overtake Fiji on the log. This time a more contestable kick. It's pinpoint there from New Zealand. They get the ball back. Fiji, for the moment, not able to contend with the urgency of New Zealand. But just as I say that, New Zealand throw a loose ball into touch just inside their own half here. Molia there of New Zealand just not finding his man. But if you've ever seen a pinpoint kick going 10 meters from the restart, take a look at that one again. New Zealand, though, get the line out. So it's all New Zealand in this first half. Fiji have no answer up to now. New Zealand playing from inside their own 10-meter mark. That was a forward pass, says the referee. So New Zealand not able to contend with that one as we look at the log. The points difference at the moment, 3 to New Zealand, -2 to Fiji. So you can see how it swung with New Zealand scoring those first 2 converted tries. The conversions, crucial. So some wonderful work here from New Zealand in this first half. Can they keep up the pressure to conclude this first half and potentially put a third try away? But here comes Fiji. Last cast defense there. Fiji throwing the ball a little bit loose, right up against this right-hand touchline, on halfway, working towards centre field. The defense from New Zealand, good. It's a loose ball kicked ahead from New Zealand. So keeping their shape on defense, keeping the urgency. And for the moment, in this first half, are sending Fiji packing out of the Cup playoffs if they can maintain this 14-point advantage. $13 points is what they need to win by, New Zealand. Here come Fiji from the resulting scrum. In possession up to the 22, just about on this right-hand touchline. New Zealand want to end strong here. Is there an opportunity for Fiji to score a try? They will have an opportunity in the danger zone here with the penalty. It's a quick play, Fiji now. They do get the try. That will conclude the first half with the conversion to come. But Fiji are finally on the board. As we said, precious little possession in this first half. But as normal time is up in this first half, they go over for their first try with the relatively easy conversion. A slight lapse in concentration, it could be said, from New Zealand there. But all celebrations from Fiji, they're not out of it yet. It's 14 points to 7 here at half time. Do stay tuned for this one. There could be a little bit of drama, a little bit of magic to conclude Pool C. Keep in mind, we're all live this afternoon for the Cup quarterfinals. And that'll be live with Stevie P, of course. We look forward, of course, to some URC action, the 15-man game this afternoon at 3 o'clock. That'll also be live with Stevie P, the Bulls at home to the Emirates Lions. So if you love the game of rugby, whether it's 7s or 15, here at Forever Sports, we've got you covered. For the moment, the All Blacks holding on to a slender lead by 14 points to 7. Two minutes for the final say from the coaches. Fiji, one converted try away from leveling it up. And as we said, if you don't know by now, if it is level at the hooter of normal time, they will play extra time, even though it's the pool stages. And the first score in extra time will take the game. But we saw some wonderful work from New Zealand in that first half, keeping Fiji at bay, keeping them almost on their own try line, converting their 2 tries to go up by 14 points to 7. And Fiji will get us underway just about in the second half, playing from right to left. And we are underway. This time around, it's deep from Fiji. But there is a New Zealand receiver inside his own 22. The All Blacks looking to play down this left-hand side. Coming back in field, we're playing from left to right. We're centre field now, New Zealand. Taking it from left all the way to this right-hand touchline. Almost up to their own 10-metre mark. Keeping possession. Lovely little footwork there. Nifty footwork. It's a missed tackle. New Zealand have a real opportunity now. Can they find the support runner? Looking to recycle, which they do. Looking to take back that 14-point advantage. And the referee says it's a penalty. Diving off their feet there, the Fijians. Bukayaro of Fiji. Just not keeping his wits about him. And because of the points difference as it is at the moment, New Zealand go down to third. So it's still all to play for here. New Zealand need 13 points or more in terms of a victory to secure their passage here in Pool C. This, of course, the final game of Pool C. Up next, we look forward to Great Britain against the USA. New Zealand, 10 metres out from the Fijian try line with the ensuing line-out. The line-out is secure. New Zealand want to make something of this centre field, but the pass has gone forward there. They did all the work in securing the line-out set play, New Zealand, but just not able to convert that into any points in the danger zone of Fiji. Fiji with the scrum inside their 22, about 20 metres in from this left-hand touchline. Will they look to use this blind side here? With just over 4.5 minutes to play, will we see the urgency we saw from New Zealand in that first half come through and conclude this game? For the moment, Fiji in possession. They play open side. Fiji looking to play from deep, always willing to run with ball in hand. The flying Fijians over their own 22 now. New Zealand looking to counter-ruck. Very strong from the All Blacks at counter-ruck time. But Fiji do come away with it. And they slip a tackle, almost losing the ball in the process. New Zealand illegally over the ball. We're up to halfway now. Fiji not sleeping on themselves. It's a show and go, and it's try time. Fiji hit right back with their second try. New Zealand look a little bit gassed for the moment, but they've got it all to do now, with the scores potentially being locked up, with the conversion to come. It was a show, no pass, and go, go, go. Try time for Fiji. 12 points on the board with the potential conversion, which is successful. Make that level pegging here at 14 apiece. New Zealand against Fiji. What an exciting clash to conclude Pool C here in Perth. We've got just over 3 minutes to play in this second half. We know a lot can happen in 3 minutes. But in order for a lot to happen for your side, you need possession of the ball. Can Fiji make this a contestable kick? For the moment, New Zealand get the restart and play from inside their own 22. New Zealand got it all to do now. Advantage, says the referee. The Fijian player offside there, trying to effect a tackle. But from an offside position, New Zealand on their own 10-meter mark. Not favourable for the All Blacks at the moment at 14 all. 2.5 minutes to play. They decide to put it into touch. We're inside Fijian territory, just over their 10-meter mark on this right-hand touchline. Can the experience of Mickelson effect something here for New Zealand? They need a score and another score. And they need them both converted. The All Blacks secure the line out. Fiji strong on defence, but the All Blacks sucking in the defenders. Off their feet at ruck time, trying to secure the ball there, New Zealand. So Fiji get the penalty. And you kind of feel it's swinging in favour of Fiji at the moment. The urgency is there from the flying Fijians. Massive hit there from one of the New Zealand defenders. But here come Fiji. Shifting it wide. Stepping in field. We centre field inside the 22 here of New Zealand. Wonderful ball security from Fiji. New Zealand look out on their feet. But they get the loose pass. They've got to go into end now and score 2 converted tries, New Zealand. For the moment, losing their shape on attack. Almost intercepted there. But time, the sands of time, running out for New Zealand here. With just under a minute to play. $14 points apiece here in Perth. In this final Pool C game, New Zealand against Fiji. New Zealand in possession. Not able to do anything with that possession. Just outside their own 22, New Zealand have gifted Fiji with an attacking opportunity. Just couldn't hold on to the ball there. Must be said, an unforced error. But what a game of 2 halves. New Zealand, of course, urgent as ever in that first half. But Fiji coming back in the second half and levelling it up at 14 apiece. Remember, the new rules are in the pool stages, if it is locked up as it is at 14 points apiece, they'll take a short break and then we have extra time. And in extra time, the first score wins. Can Fiji seal it in normal time? Yeah, they're just outside New Zealand's 22. In possession down this right-hand blind side, go Fiji. Looking to keep the ball alive. They've gone about 20 meters backwards. The All Blacks putting some pressure on. Are we going to see some extra time here? No, we're not. It's a missed tackle. And Fiji will take this clash. They'll top Pool C and march on to the Cup quarterfinals. New Zealand, not as urgent in that second half. But it's try time for Fiji. And they take the victory here. With the conversion to come, Mickelson could just about only get fingertips on that man. And the flying Fijians are flying to the Cup quarterfinal. The crowd are elated. The Fijians are through. It's try time. Heartbreak for the New Zealand fans. "21 points to 14, this game ends. Fiji over New Zealand. And up next we have Great Britain against the USA. But what a clash here to conclude Pool C. Stay tuned for that next match.